Roblox made an insane mistake, and now everybody is mad and trying to get them sued. And on top of all of this, a YouTuber with around 3 million subscribers might also get hit in the crossfire. It's insane. A bunch of different people cannot play Roblox right now because of certain computers and devices that they're on, and it's kind of weird. Roblox had a huge update to a big part of their website, and it's pretty cool, and so much more stuff I want to talk about after I ask you to subscribe, okay? Because whenever I hit 1.2 million subscribers, I will upload a video of me petting my cat, okay? So please subscribe. Anyways, let's get on to the first story. That is something that is not really important. Just kidding. It's actually very important. And it's Roblox completely revamping the catalog in a pretty positive way. So I started seeing tweets yesterday from a bunch of people just talking about how the catalog got updated in some way, shape, or form, such as this tweet right here from Lucas that says, Roblox appears to be testing a new marketplace layout for select users, with a screenshot of what the marketplace looks like. I was like, oh, okay, so it's in testing, so only certain people have this update. But it genuinely seems like every single person on Roblox has this update, because if I go to my catalog myself, I also have this update. Let me show you. As you can see, here is like my items on the front page, and it looks a little different. You know, when you hover over something, it like zooms in a little bit. I like that. That's a nice little touch here. The add button pops up over the image. I don't think it did that before. The price is now in the top left of each item, which is interesting. And honestly, it just looks a lot more professional and just better. I do like this new layout right here, but where it gets really cool is these tags, which I think have always kind of been here, even on the old catalog. But above the tags, there's even more cool stuff, like all of the sort settings, because now they are up here and they're just a lot more easy to look at and use. Because I remember in the old catalog, to use some of like the sort settings, you'd have to like scroll down on your page, and sometimes you wouldn't be able to reach some of them. You'd have to like zoom out, and it was like really glitchy and broken. But now you don't have to do that because they're all up here, and they look fantastic, bro. I'm gonna be honest. This whole new catalog update is fresh. It's awesome. It's cool. And if you guys don't have it, tell me in the comments because I'm curious. Is there genuinely anyone that doesn't have this update? I feel like everybody has gotten it today. But yeah, that's what's going on with the new catalog. It looks pretty good. I like it. Good update. But now we can move on to something else. It's basically Brookhaven being sold to Voldex. Now, if you guys don't know, on Roblox, a lot of games get sold to companies that actually manage games. Some of these companies you might actually know because you might actually play some games owned by these companies. Number one is GameFam. GameFam owns a lot of different games, and we all kind of dislike them at this point. I mean, it's kind of been like a running joke in the Roblox community now that GameFam is a bit trash. Another company is named Do Big, I think. And if you go to their website, you can see all the games they own, and I think they honestly have a crazier catalog because as you can see, they own Fish, Blade Ball, Dusty Trip, Squid Game, Color or Die. Like, this company bought all of these games for probably millions of dollars. And surprisingly, they're probably making that money back on these games, dude. But either way, I went off on a tangent because Voldex is another company that is exactly like Do Big and GameFam, where basically they will find popular games and they will offer to buy them for a lot of money up front. This is a great thing for developers, I'd say, because instead of developers having to update a game for over a year and work on it consistently to make a certain amount of money, Voldex or one of these other companies might just come up to them and offer them that amount of money in a bulk sum just to completely sell their game to them. And that just saves the developer a year of work, but also it might lose the developer a lot of money because potentially their game could grow in that time and it also could die. But now they've officially bought Brookhaven. And the main question I have for this whole situation is how much did they pay? Because usually these companies pay millions of dollars for games that have around 10,000 CCUs, okay? Like millions of dollars. I don't know the exact number for a lot of these things, but I'm pretty sure a game like Fish literally sold for roughly $1 million to $2 million to that other company. So Brookhaven, a game that has been around for 5+ years now, averaging hundreds of thousands of players, must have sold for like tens of millions of dollars. And looking at this news post about it on their website, you can see Voldex acquires Brookhaven, the most visited game on Roblox. Like, yeah, this game must have been tens of millions of dollars, bro. Like, there's just it's crazy. Voldex, the premier home for top games of Roblox. Okay, come on. I mean, come on, dude. People don't really like Voldex. I mean, they don't really have that good of a reputation. Like, everything I've kind of heard about Voldex is not good. Like they bought Driving Empire and ruined it, apparently. I don't really play Driving Empire. I know a lot of Zoe Samurai players also don't like Voldex because they apparently ruined the game. So, when they acquired Brookhaven, it kind of had the same reactions. People were like, oh no, they ruined these two other games. What's going to happen with Brookhaven? And honestly, we don't know yet. Okay, they haven't done any any updates to the game yet, and we just have to wait. And either way, at the end of the day, insane. This is crazy. But now, without further ado, we can move on to the next story, which is the huge username drama that is going around the Roblox community right now, and it is insane, okay? So basically, this all starts a couple weeks ago when we started seeing people get custom usernames on Roblox that were in the Star program. You know, we saw Weird Blocks, we saw Mud Plays, we even saw Creekcraft get a custom username, and we kind of thought it was going to end there because we didn't really see anybody else getting custom usernames after that point. But as of yesterday, a big wave of custom usernames went out where people like Jackeries got the name Jack, Polar Cub got the name Polar Cub, Cube Inc got the name Cube Inc, and it was all seeming pretty somewhat hunky-dory. There was people that were mad that people were getting custom usernames, which is kind of inevitable, and there was some people getting mad at people like, I don't know, getting super rare usernames. But for the most part, the drama around it at that point was not really too big of a deal until Project Supreme tweeted this: "Thank you, Roblox, for the new name," with a screenshot of his Roblox profile where he now has the username @Supreme. Now, if you somehow don't know, Supreme is an actual brand. Like, it's a clothing brand. You've definitely seen the box logos. You've definitely seen Supreme before, and most people know what Supreme is. So as soon as people started seeing this, they got really mad. As you can see, the tweet has over 870,000 views, 1,000 likes, which is a pretty bad ratio. You can tell a lot of people are mad at this. And if you go to the quote retweets of this whole situation, people are ratioing him to death, such as people saying, "Wrap it up, bud," and people are literally reporting him to the Supreme business to try and get him and Roblox sued. And this got 5,000 likes, ratioing him, bro. And then there's this tweet right here from Blocks that says, "This guy was online only 5 months ago and you still beamed his username just to stroke your own ego. Nobody knows you as Supreme, but I guess it makes sense since Supreme stole their logo too." So yeah, you can see already people are not happy about the situation just purely based off of the fact that the username is Supreme, which is a brand name. That's not cool. You know, you shouldn't be able to take a brand's name and rip it from an actual account just because you want it. You know, it's not even like his actual brand. If he named himself Project, that would make a lot more sense, but he named himself Supreme, which is like the half of his username that he doesn't really own, I guess. But either way, if that was it, you know, it wouldn't really be that big of a deal. You know, people would be getting mad, rightfully so, I guess, but it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But what if I told you that the original account with the name Supreme was active and he has actually responded to this whole situation, showing his ban note and everything? He responded on Twitter saying, "Hi, one of my friends who I play CS2 with brought this to my attention. Apparently, my first Roblox account got stolen by this guy," with a screenshot of Project Supreme's tweet in someone's DMs, and he goes on to respond to himself saying, "I'm not somebody to care all too much about it, but I'm an adult now and I have better things to do, but I'm still not too pleasant because it was my first Roblox account ever. At the end of the day, it's just a random Roblox account that I'm barely active on, but that's besides the point. It still holds sentimental value because I used it when I was like 13, and it has been completely stripped away like it never existed," with a screenshot of his actual account ban notice that is insane to look at because it actually says this: "Account deleted. This username has been removed at the request of the brand holder. Please create a new account." They did not give this guy the chance to change his username. They completely removed his account completely and are literally recommending him to create a new one. And I think the craziest part is that it says at the request of the brand holder, but Project Supreme does not own the brand Supreme at all. Like, if this were the actual Supreme company taking this username, it would make sense, right? But this is Project Supreme. He's just a YouTuber. He doesn't own the Supreme company. That's crazy. And on top of everything, yeah, this guy's account got completely terminated because of it. And he was an active player. I mean, to a degree, obviously. And yeah, either way, very, very unfortunate situation, dude. And I gotta say, Roblox, gotta revert this. Like, this is something that could easily get you and this YouTuber in so much trouble, bro. Because if the real Supreme, like, business gets wind of this, you guys might be cooked. You guys might be getting sued, and it might be over for you, bro. Now, obviously, Project Supreme isn't the only person getting a lot of hate about this whole new update that has happened. You know, there's a lot of people that got rare usernames that people are kind of just complaining about based on that fact. But the Project Supreme situation is insane, I guess you could say, and is definitely the biggest point of contention for this whole, like, rare username sniping drama, you know? And yeah, at the end of the day, I'm curious to see what you guys think about the situation. Do you think it's a big deal? I think this is kind of bad, okay? I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Project Supreme should have got the name Supreme. If he just asked for the name Project, it would have made a lot more sense. Come on, dude, really? But I mean, at the end of the day, can we really even blame Project Supreme in this situation? I imagine he put in this request because he thought it was too outlandish to go through, and he didn't think it was actually going to work. But yeah, at the end of the day, I feel like Roblox is to blame here. Like, they should have known better. This is such like an obvious thing not to do. And I think the craziest part is that they also still terminated the original owner of the Supreme account when they just didn't have to do that. I don't know. But either way, we can now move on to the next story, which just happens to be Roblox being completely broken for a lot of people on certain devices, okay? So I saw this Shark Blocks video, and I didn't realize that the problems I was actually having were happening to a lot more people. So basically, in Shark Blocks' video, he talks about how there's certain computers that can't play Roblox anymore. If you have a old or new laptop that uses a ARM chipset, you are no longer able to play Roblox anymore, and it's kind of weird. Now, if you're curious what laptops use ARM CPUs, it's mostly like Microsoft Surface laptops. But basically, if you have a Windows laptop that is using ARM, you are unable to play Roblox anymore. And if you go and download Roblox on the Windows Store, it literally says this product is not compatible with your PC's processor. So yeah, I'm not sure why this is exactly happening, but either way, that's not where it ends, because on top of ARM computers not being able to play Roblox, basically everybody on Windows 11 that is updated to the newest version is also having problems. So like probably like millions of people, including me, because if you're on the new Windows 11 version, you will have a bunch of issues when playing Roblox, such as Roblox crashing a lot more frequently, and my personal favorite glitch that has happened with the new Windows update, where basically whenever I close Roblox, without fail, it'll say that Roblox has crashed, and I will get this pop-up on my screen. Even though I literally closed the app myself, Roblox will still think it crashed, and it'll give me that pop-up like 3 different times. On top of all of that, a lot of the times when I will launch Roblox, I will get this Roblox crash notification so many times that Roblox will literally think that I'm hacked, because it'll give me the pop-up where it says same account has been launched from a different device, and I will not be able to play Roblox for like the next 10 minutes because I have to wait for like it all to kind of like fix itself. It's so weird and so confusing. But yeah, if you're on this Windows version and your Roblox is crashing a bunch, a lot more than usual, you were getting this pop-up a lot, it's not your problem. It's a complete Windows issue. And yeah, if you are getting a bunch of errors on Windows, tell me in the comments, because I'm super duper curious, because I genuinely thought it was just me. And that's why I haven't talked about this yet, is because I thought I was the only person with this issue.